Hi there, my little birdies. Welcome back to the nest, or welcome if you're new here. So today we're going to look into any situation of yours and if you should stay or if you should go. So if you're questioning, am I still doing something here? Should I just go? Or is it still worth to wait? Is it still worth to put my energy in this? This reading is for you, is for any type of situation, career, love, housing, whatever it may be. This reading is for you, okay? So we're going to start with a little check-in to see if this is how you've been feeling, that kind of thing, if this is really your pal. Then we're going to get into both potential outcomes. So I'm not going to tell you what you're going to do. That is up to you. I'm going to give you both potential outcomes if you stay and the potential outcome if you go. And then it's up to you. We're going to finish up with some advice from your guides. That is it, okay? So that being said, we have 4 beautiful pals with us today. For pal number 1, we have some Tiger's Eye. For pal number 2, we have some Flourite. For pal number 3, we have some Howlite. And for pal number 4, we have some Amazonite. Alrighty, so with that being said, you can choose by the timestamps that are going to be down below. You can also choose by the crystals, or you can feel free to pause the video a little bit and focus on the cards, connect with them, see which one is calling you to you the most. And whenever you're ready, I'll see you over there. Hi there, my pal number 1. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose the Tiger's Eye, you're definitely in the right place. Can I put you here? Oh, look at that, so pretty. Wow, didn't even think about that. or I can put you here. No, I like it there better. But hello, welcome in. So, in case you missed the intro, we're going to take a little check-in to see if this is really your pal, if this is really the situation we're talking about, if this is how you've been feeling, that kind of thing. And then we're going to get into both potential outcomes if you stay or if you go. And we're going to finish up with some advice, okay? So, before you get started, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button for me. But we do have confidence. We have fun times. Star, guaranteed success. Ooh. We have wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. And we also have the new moon. This is really interesting. So I kind of feel like there is something here. I even wonder if this is more of a, should I start something or not? Because there is this feeling of something you really love doing. Maybe this is someone you really love hanging around, right? But it does feel like it's a new beginning. It does feel like it's something that is just blossoming, something that is just starting. And I feel like there is this feeling of you love it. There is this feeling of you have a great time whenever you're connecting with this energy, whenever you're connecting with this person. I feel like you feel confident, absolutely. But there is this feeling of perhaps someone is making you question it. Someone is making you maybe stay in a situation you don't want to stay. So I really wonder which applies here, if you're wanting to go or if you're wanting to stay. But I do feel like this is about a new start. I feel like you want to go in a new direction. You want to start something new that really lights you up. And I feel like he makes you feel really guided and connected. And I feel like it's something that brings you a lot of emotional peace more than anything. Because I'm almost getting this as like it's a part of you. This new beginning is a part of who you are, because I actually feel like it could be part of your destiny. And I mean, we even have guaranteed success. So I feel like you feel really confident and really powerful in this. You feel really hopeful and optimistic. But I really feel like the issue here, the problem, could be someone making you question, doubt yourself, someone making you wonder if you really have it, if you really are up to the task or something. And it could be someone trying to make you stay in a situation you don't want to stay. But I really feel like there's something about it. You need more lightheartedness in your life, in the sense that I feel like there's this huge pressure on you. There's this huge pressure to be someone or to do something. And I feel like perhaps you just want to breathe, if that makes any sense. And it's almost like you deserve to breathe. You deserve to have a break. You deserve to do things that you love. Very interesting. But even here in the hands, it kind of feels like this person is creating something. So I feel like, again, this could either be like a relationship and you have a really fun time with this person. You feel like this can go really far, but there is someone making you question if you should invest in this connection. Maybe this is about a career path, and it's like, it's so fun, it's so exciting, and it has really great potential. You feel that. Could also be about like you moving, for example, to it doesn't matter what it is. It's just like it's a new energy where I feel like you want to go. And I even wonder if this is if you stay in the current situation or if you go towards this new thing. I think that's how I'm going to interpret this, because there's clearly this feeling of like this is something new that I feel like it either just started or you're wanting to start. So let's pull some tarot to get our answers around what is the potential outcome if you do stay and what is the potential outcome if you choose to go. Okay? So we have the Two of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Emperor in reverse. And then if you choose to go, we have the Nine of Cups. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's interesting how both are ending in like reversed here. But, alrighty. So I'm getting a couple of things. Let's start if you choose to stay. I do feel like doors can open here for you, monetarily especially. I feel like you could have, or in terms of stability, let's say, you could be more stable, you could be around family, it could be safer in a way. It's also more grounded, I would say, especially with this earthy energy of the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like it's more grounded and it's safer. It's more predictable, let's call it, because especially with the Emperor in reverse, like that is Aries. Emperor is Aries energy, and Aries can be quite unpredictable, right? They're the start of the zodiac, so they're just like, okay, let's go, let's do it. And sometimes they start a lot of different things and never know what they're gonna start. In reverse, it's like that energy is cooled down. So, and it actually, the Emperor in reverse talks a lot about control. So I definitely feel like this would be something you would have more control in. Maybe if there is someone else involved, you would probably be controlled in some way. Maybe other people would have control over your path and your relationship, your career, your situation, whatever the case may be. But I feel like you would, in a way, have more control over certain things and more security. I feel like you would have more security and other people perhaps control. But I feel like things would be predictable. Things would be like, okay, this is what you would expect of someone that does this, right? So it's almost like being a doctor versus being a musician. It's like being a doctor, you have that career and it's said, you study, you go to a hospital or whatever, and you work. That's it. Here, in the musician kind of vibe, it would be, all right, yes, I can study, but I can learn by myself as well, so it's not that defined. Then, if I find a job, if I find a gig, it's very unpredictable, right? It's very like, okay, what do I do? Where do I go, right? But I definitely feel like over here, doors can open for you unlimitedly, if that is a word, unlimited, in an unlimited way, let's call that. And I feel like you could have a big opportunity to explore a lot of different things. I also feel like you would always have your guides back, to be honest. Whatever you choose, I feel like you would always have, your guides would always have your back. Okay, I feel like whatever you choose, you're safe. But I do feel like this one is a lot more stable in a way. But if you choose to go, I do feel like this is bringing a lot of wish fulfillment. Because even here with the Emperor, there's also this feeling of like lack of confidence, right? A lack of power, lack of feeling powerful, feeling with potential as well, and with the potential to expand. Something around those lines. This could also be about like a family and business, take that if it resonates, or to kind of take care of a family member or something around those lines, live for your family, that kind of thing. And over here, it could be about you going solo and you have a lot to learn. That is something. It is a wish fulfillment, and I feel like it would be so joyful. I feel like you would definitely feel powerful, and you would definitely feel more relieved if that makes any sense, because I feel like you would be feeling perhaps a little bit more like yourself, especially with the Nine of Cups and the Page of Wands. That feels very authentic, especially being the page is a child. So, children are like, they're just who they are. They don't fake, they can't lie, that kind of thing. So here I feel like you would be a lot more authentic. Yes, you would have a very long walk to walk, because I feel like you would have to learn things from scratch. You would have to make your own path. I feel like here you would be supported in a 3D way, in the sense that I don't think here you're going to be alone and like not have any sort of support, but I feel like here you're much more supported by family members, that kind of thing. Over here, you could be a lot more supported by your spirit guides and maybe specific people in your 3D life. I also feel like this would be perhaps a little bit longer. It would take a little bit longer than you would assume for things to actually become stable and safe than you would expect. And that can cause a little bit of impatience in you. I definitely feel like there is this feeling of things. I feel like there's a mix. Things can go as slow as you want to and as fast as you want to, because I feel like timing is not determined there. I feel like it's almost like here doors are going to open for you in a serendipitous way. You don't really have to control it. It's just going to happen. Here, it's up to you. It's up to you to put in the effort. It's up to you to learn. It's up to you to put yourself out there, to create an Instagram page, to put yourself on dating apps. It's up to you to ask this person out. It's up to you. Everything is up to you. So there is no such thing as, oh, if I don't do this today, it's okay, someone will do it for me. No one is going to do it for you. It's all up to you. So over here, it's a lot more solo ride, and a lot more everything is on you. You're the boss, and no one is bossing you around, but you have to have the discipline to boss yourself around, and to tell yourself to have the discipline to, okay, let's make it happen and let's do it. Okay, so what I see here is that if you choose to stay in whatever situation this is, this would be a lot safer. I feel like a lot of opportunities would come for you in like serendipitous way, like I said. Very like out of the blue, you would have an opportunity. You would lack control though, and I feel like other people would have that control over you in a way, and maybe you would perhaps feel not so powerful, not so authentic. Over here, things are very unpredictable. Maybe if this is career-wise, for example, it could be perhaps a bit unstable financially. Even if it's relationship-wise, maybe this is about like, should I pursue this connection? Should I stay on the path towards my career because that's what my parents want, and forget about love? Here, perhaps you would have a bit more issues monetarily because you would go on dates and that kind of thing. But that is adjustable because, you can go on dates where you just go for a walk and you don't have to spend any money, right? But I feel like everything is about you and is on you. So here you have all the control. Here you may not have that much control, but here you don't feel powerful. Here you do. Here is predictable. Here is unpredictable. Here a lot of doors are opening for you just like that. Here a lot of doors can open for you if you put in the effort. So there we go. I'm not going to tell you what to choose. It's totally up to you because we all have different priorities and we all have different backgrounds. So it's totally up to you. But yeah. And to be honest, I feel like both have the potential for it to be long term. This is a guaranteed long term. This is not so much because, like, for example, if you don't post content on YouTube, it may be complicated for YouTube to like you. Like, if you're already known, sure, you can still get a few dollars from that. But if you don't post content, YouTube is gonna forget about you, right? So there's a little bit around that. It's like, if you don't post, it may not have long-term potential, right? So if you don't put in the effort, it may not have long-term potential, but if you do, it can, okay? So it's a little bit around those lines. But let's chat with your guides over here and see what they have to say, has advice for this situation and what they want you to know about this whole thing, okay? And essentially what they advise you to do in this situation. So we have the Two of Wands here. So I feel like their biggest advice is it's totally up to you. So again, it's like both have pros, both have cons, and I do feel like it is up to you. But trust your spirit guides in the universe. We also have home. We have what are your dreams telling you? You can do it. And then we have travel. And we have your potential is endless. So I feel like in terms of advice, what is happening here? I feel like your guides are wanting you to tell, are wanting to tell you. My words today are kind of clumsy. There we go. My words today are kind of clumsy. I'm sorry. It's been happening for a while. I don't know what's happening. I may need to clear my throat chakra. But I definitely feel like you have potential. And so one of the things that your guides are saying is don't cut yourself short. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit your potential. Okay. It is totally up to you what you decide to do and how you decide to do it. And just don't let other people take your place. Okay. Don't let other people, this should be your decision. Okay. This should be your path to determine, your path to choose. And it's not other people's paths. Okay, so with this 2 of Wands, it is up to you to choose which crystal you choose, okay? Which path you take. It is up to you. You're going to be tempted by both scenarios. It's up to you, okay? But either way, know that you can do whatever you want. Know that you can have the life of your dreams, that you can have anything that you desire and anything you set your mind to. It's all about determination. And I feel like with this home, I'm also getting a little bit of like head down and grind, okay? If you choose to go, head down and grind. If you choose to stay here, you're also going to have to head down and grind because nothing is going to happen miraculously, right? But you can do whatever you want. And I feel like in the end, there are a couple of things. Look into your dream life. Who are you in that dream life? What are you doing? Which of these scenarios are in that dream life? What do you see yourself making happen? What do you see yourself creating, experiencing, all of those things? I feel like you should really ask yourself. And then no fears, just travel towards the new beginnings, whatever they are, okay? Because both of them could prove to be new beginnings. But travel and take the step forward, the bold step forward towards whatever you desire, towards whatever you choose to take, okay? And either way, you're always going to be supported, okay? You're always going to be supported. I really don't think that there is like a wrong path here, that if you choose to stay, you're going to be doomed. If you choose to go, you're going to be doomed. No, I feel like your guides are going to, it's like, trust us. We're going to find a way to give you what you want. If you happen to be disappointed, you can always shift. You know, we're going to find a way, whatever you choose, to give you your dream life. Both of them require work. Both of them require effort, okay, to make things happen. Whether this is a relationship or not, doesn't matter. But essentially your advice is to know your potential, to know your worth, and to go. Alrighty? Yeah. So my pot number 1, this is what I have for you. I really hope this helped and resonated. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. And all my links are going to be in the description box below for private readings, for my merch, for my Patreon where we have lives and extra content. So if you're interested in any of that, those links are going to be down below. And this is what I have for you. So thank you so much for being here. If you are watching this until the end, leave me a little wand emoji. There we go. And yeah, so I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hi there, my pot number 2. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose Flourite, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get started. In case you missed the intro, we're going to start by taking a look if this is really your situation, if this really applies, if this is how you have been feeling, that kind of thing. And if it is not, then feel free to choose another pile. But after that, we're going to get into both potential outcomes. So if you choose to stay and if you choose to go, I'm not going to tell you what to do. That's not what I'm here for. I'm going to give you both scenarios and then you choose. We're also going to get some advice from your spirit guides, okay, to help you make that decision wisely and that is most aligned with you, okay? So let's get started here. Whoopsie. Don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. That helps me so freaking much. So thank you so much. But we have spirit guides. Ooh, we have healing. We also have children. Wrath, sorrow over a loss. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And we have 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Um, so I'm getting a couple of scenarios here. There's something about like perhaps you're wanting to move away from your hometown. If that makes sense, take it. If it doesn't, don't fret it. But that was something that was coming through, is like moving away from your hometown or something like that. You may have lost someone recently. And maybe that is causing some sort of confusion here. Maybe you're feeling a little lost. And this, whatever stay or go applies to, I feel like you're trying to look perhaps for an escape. Not necessarily escape in the sense of, oh, I just want to, get away from here and find some relief. No, I feel like you want to find answers. I feel like you want to find the right path forward, right? And I kind of feel like maybe there's this feeling of like a loss with connection with your guides. And it's like, what am I doing? What is happening in my life? What am I supposed to do? That kind of thing. I also feel like you're healing your inner child very, very much. So a lot of childhood wounds and triggers could be coming forward during this time. But I definitely feel like there's something here around, I don't know, dissatisfaction, I guess. It's like I feel like you want more, but you feel like you can't have more. Something like that. For others of you, if there was some sort of lost, it could be like, should I stay here with my family to support them, or should I go to my family to support them? Should I be there in the memorial? Whatever applies. So just take it however it resonates. We're going to look at both impartially, okay? But just take it however it resonates for your situation and however it applies. But I definitely feel like you want some sort of support, especially from your guides. You may want some sort of sign. You may want some sort of clarity. I really feel like what you're looking for is answers. So I also see this as like you perhaps feeling a little lost and unsure of what to do. And maybe you just want clarity. You just want an answer. Another thing that I'm getting is you may have lost, particularly like specifically a partner. And maybe your question is, should I stay, how do I phrase this? Like, should I stay loyal to my partner, or is it safe for me to now move forward and move on and find new love? That could also be something. So I'm seeing a lot of possibilities here, but just take it however it applies. It could also be, should I stay where I am, or should I go closer to home for a new job? Should I go away for a new job from home? So again, just take it however it applies. We're going to look at both stay and go. So if you're ready, let's take a look into this. If you choose to stay, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the World. And then if you choose to go, we have the King of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Alrighty. So this is interesting. If you choose to stay, I kind of feel like there is the potential for success. I also feel like there is the potential for a little bit of holding back. It's almost like, not necessarily out of fear, but there is this feeling of like you would be holding back a part of yourself. You would be, I don't know, it's like you want to do more and you want to go higher and bigger, but there is a part of you that is like, I don't know, should I really do this? I do have to say that if you choose to go, I feel like the fears and insecurities are still going to be there, because I feel like there's a little bit of a questioning here of like, is it safe for me, or was it the right thing for me to do, that kind of thing. But I feel like if you choose to stay, I feel like there is this feeling of, I'm curious to see your advice, because either way, I feel like the potential is actually the same. And the reason is, perhaps you don't really know what you want. Perhaps you don't really know where you want to go, or you don't really know what makes you happy. You don't really know what makes you feel successful, what makes you feel loved, what makes you feel appreciated. And maybe it would be important for you to do a little bit of that soul searching, because I definitely feel like over here, if you choose to stay, it could be the end of a cycle. You could put an end to something, but at the same time, there's that feeling of holding back, of I could do more, I could create more, I could build more, and I'm not doing it because perhaps it's not the right time, or my time has, I can't do it here, that kind of thing. Because I even feel like with this Three of Wands, she is looking into a new horizon. And so I feel like there's this feeling of like she's dreaming of something bigger. She's dreaming of something better. Perhaps she's dreaming of something different, I would say. I kind of feel like this staying is safer because I feel like you know what you can expect. And I feel like you know where it leads because she's holding a really small wand. So it's like, if I dare to grab that little wand, it's like, who knows what that one is going to do to me? Like, these two big ones, I already know them. But this right here, I don't know. So I feel like this, by you staying, I feel like it is definitely coming from your comfort zone. I feel like it does allow you to put an end to a cycle of some sort and to start a new one. I feel like the new one is going to be very similar of where you are currently. Because I don't think you're really going to be putting yourself out there or that kind of thing. I don't think you're going to be expanding too much. I feel like you're going to be safe in the end. If you choose to go, I feel like your heart is going to be very truthful, to be honest. Whether, while here, your root chakra would be very satisfied because comfort zone, security, you would have it. Over here, I feel like your heart chakra would be very satisfied because I feel like your heart would be really pleased to have a direction, to have a purpose, to feel something, if that makes any sense. To feel something again, to have hope again, to really maybe even push yourself and get to know yourself, challenge yourself. And maybe that is important to you, maybe it is not. But I definitely feel like your heart, at the very least, your heart needs a little bit of attention because I feel like either way, it's that thing. Either way, you're going to have doubts. Either way, you're going to question things and you're going to have hesitations and fears and all those things and insecurities. So again, I'm really curious to see your advice because I feel like the advice, it's mainly around listen to that heart. You can have that heart here as well if you put yourself perhaps a little bit out of your comfort zone. If you choose to stay, maybe you can also take yourself out of your comfort zone and do something you love. Find new hobbies, find new ways to spice up your life in the end. If you choose to go, your life is going to be spiced up, whether you like it or not. I do feel like there is this feeling of whether while here, you were just thinking and imagining a future and imagining possibilities. Here you're seeing them at first hand and you're actually being able to tap into them and to make choices. Maybe you would be a bit confused. Okay, so I made the big choice of going, but what now? What do I do? So it's that thing. It's almost like, let's say this is about a career that you're miserable in, and it's like, yes, it does make you very good money. So again, comfort zone, it provides you stability, but it lacks purpose, it lacks joyfulness, it lacks meaning. All right, so we're gonna move away from this, and we're gonna go into something new. All right, what now? What do I do? Right? If your heart doesn't really know where it wants to go, if you don't really do that soul searching of, all right, but what do you want to create? Where do you want to go? What do you want to build? I feel like you're always going to be a little bit in that limbo and that questioning. So there are a lot of like great journaling prompts about self-discovery. You can even do that wheel of, okay, what do I like? What am I good at? And what is it? What is the other one? It's something like, what is my passion? What am I good at? And I don't remember the other one, but it's like a wheel, and then in the middle you have the things that are actually meant for you. But if you try to go into like I don't know, like tests to see what you should do and that kind of thing, you may find that wheel. I don't even remember the name of that, but do a little bit of soul searching, and it could come from something as simple as, okay, in my dream life, what am I doing? And it's not just about, in my dream life, I'm going to the beach every single day and I don't have to do a thing. Okay. But how do you make the money? Where does that money come from? Right? Because we are living in a world where money is needed, right? So what are you doing there? Right? If this is about, for example, that thing of you lost someone and now you're feeling like it may be time for you to get out there and put yourself out there and explore your love life again. All right, you put yourself out there, but how do you start? how do I flirt? How do I put myself out there? Do a little bit of research. How do I feel loved? Do a little bit of research. Journal a little bit. Okay, when I was with this person, what did they do that made me feel loved? And how can I give that to myself, first of all? And then, all right, what is the next step? Maybe going on dating apps. Not for you? Okay. Maybe going for some blind dates. Not for you? Okay. Flirt with a stranger. Say hi. A simple hi can change a person's day and can change your whole life. All right? So here you really have to put yourself out of your comfort zone. I feel like you, in both scenarios, in this one especially, you do have to have a little bit more clarity around where you want to go exactly. Because it is a going. So where are you going, right? So here you need a little bit more clarity. But I feel like here it is very safe. It is very in your comfort zone. But I feel like part of you is always going to be wanting more. And it's always going to be wondering, what if I actually went in that direction, you know? So I feel like here, very safe, very comfortable. But what if over here, okay, I did it, but what now, right? And I definitely feel like your heart would be very, very happy here. Just a little confused. Okay, so let's actually look into your advice to get some more information here. So we have the Knight of Wands. We have keep an open mind. New beginning on the horizon. How beautiful. External factors. We also have meditation and self-codependency. And then we have forgiveness. And we have sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. This is so beautiful. I feel like your advice, it's a little bit what we were talking about. Is that thing of the heart. Whatever you choose, here your heart is going to be satisfied no matter what. But if you choose to stay, you also have that possibility. You know, you also have the possibility. It's just about find new ways to satisfy yourself. Find new ways to connect with your heart. What is your heart needing right now? What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? What is your passion, right? With this forgiveness, is there anything that you need to let go of from the past, from this sorrow, from this healing from a childhood? Maybe there is actually somewhere where you want to go and it was like a childhood dream, but you learn from a very young age that, oh, that is stupid. That is a stupid dream. Don't do it again. Don't talk about that again. But it is actually where your heart wants you to go. And that was not because it was a stupid dream. It was because your parents believed that it was a stupid dream. Not that it is true. They believed. You don't have to believe the same things. So I feel like the biggest thing here is that self-codependency in the end, where it's your life. It's your job to heal. It's your job to figure out where you want to go. So be conscious of what you brought from your parents. What are your beliefs from society as well? And what do you want to believe? If there was no society, if you had to teach and raise a child, what would you teach them? What would you tell them about the situation? What do you want to believe, right? And again, if you choose to stay, find something that brings that light up again. All right? What are you passionate about? What brings you joy? Even if it's just reading a book, that is better than anything. Make time every single day for reading a book. If that makes you happy, if that makes your energy go a little bit higher, do it. Okay? But in the end, I feel like something new needs to happen in your life. A new door needs to be open. And I feel like your guides are giving you signs and messages, especially with this keep an open mind and meditation. I feel like they are giving you signs. Maybe you're not paying attention to them in the sense that maybe you're looking for something really specific. Maybe you're looking for a specific message, a specific meaning, a specific word. And maybe there's this feeling of read a little bit between the lines, you know? And pay attention to your dreams. I would say that as well. Pay attention to your dreams. Maybe there is also something creative that you would want to do that can help you. I feel like more than that being the direction where you want to take in the going, I feel like that could be a vessel for you to heal. So it's almost like you love painting, and painting is very therapeutical for you. Maybe you love listening to music. There is a specific song, or maybe listen to like meditation music with specific frequencies for healing past life trauma, for healing childhood wounds. Listen to meditations with that specific sound, because that can be therapeutical. So there is this feeling of like something creative, even if it is yourself that does those meditation songs. Something creative could help you heal, okay? And that could be something that may be significant and powerful to you, for you to go towards, okay? This is really, really interesting. Alrighty. So, I think those are all the messages. And in the end, with these external factors, it is your decision, okay? So it's a little bit what we were talking about before. It's not your parents' decision, your friend's decision, society's decision. It's yours, okay? And there are people that are going to respect you. There are people that are not going to respect you. You know, it's just, it's the way the world works. No one is ever going to, like, not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to hate you. It's just the way it is, okay? So you are going to find support wherever you go, and you're also going to find people that don't approve of that wherever you go, okay? So do it for you. That is the biggest thing. Do it for you. Do it because you love it. Do it because it feels good, okay? And know that you are protected. Maybe take the number 11 here, or even any of these, 34 and 6. 34 also sums up to a 7. So take any of those numbers. Has, especially the 11, I would say, has a communication from your guides, okay? So if you're thinking of something, oh, and I just saw 44, but if you're thinking of something and you see the number 11, what were you thinking about? That was the right thought. That was the right path. That was the right thing. That was the answer, okay? So pay attention to those little things. Maybe meditate a little bit, journal a little bit to figure yourself out. That is the biggest advice, okay? And to gain that clarity from yourself. All right? So I hope this was helpful. If it was, don't forget to smash the like button for me. And to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. And leave me a little butterfly emoji if you watch this until the end. I would really love to hear from you. So thank you so much for being here. My links are going to be in the description box below for private readings, merch. My Patreon has well, where we have extra readings and lives. So if you're interested in any of that, links are in the description box below. But thank you so much for being here. I love you very much. I wish you the best. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, my pal number 3. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose the beautiful Howlite, this is one of my favorite crystals. You're definitely in the right place. So in case you missed the intro, we're going to start by figuring out if this is really the right situation for you. If this is truly how you're feeling right now. And if this makes any sense. If it doesn't, maybe check out another pal. But if it does, then we're going to look into both potential outcomes if you choose to stay and if you choose to go. I'm not going to tell you what to do, okay? I'm not here for that. I'm just going to give you both scenarios so you can make a wise decision. And the little advice in the end from your spirit guides can help you make that decision a little bit easierly and a little bit more consciously, let's say. But let's get started here. Don't forget to smash the like button for me for a little support. I really appreciate it. But let's get into it. We have home. We have heartbeat. We also have younger woman, dealing with a relationship with a younger woman. We also have basket, recognition, reward for married. And we have 4 of wands. So for some of you, this could be literally about moving in some way. Because we have both cards talking about like housing. So that could be something. But I kind of feel like there's something around, I don't know. I feel like something feels safe, but at the same time, something feels like maybe there's more out there. There's a little bit of something around those lines, because I kind of feel like you are feeling safe where you are. I feel like you're feeling good and protected and recognized, right? Maybe this is even about a career where you're feeling comfortable and you're feeling like it's your home. Maybe you've been here for 35 years, right? You've been here for so much time, like. am I really going to leave now? Like, what is the point? I'm so good here. But is it making you happy still? There is this feeling of like, maybe your younger self wants to talk as well. And I feel like you're listening to that younger self by watching this video. Maybe that's why you're questioning, should I stay? Should I go? Is like, I feel like a part of you maybe wants more. Maybe wants more recognition, more reward. Maybe the stay or go is like, should I stay where I am or should I go and ask for promotion? Could be. But I definitely feel like you want to create something else. I feel like you want to explore different things, I would say. Or at least, again, it kind of feels like this is a situation where you are safe, but a part of you desires adventure and desires, I don't know, movement in some way, okay? And it's not necessarily by you going that you're going to get that adventure and movement. Maybe you can also create that by staying, But that's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like you want to bring that inner child up. I feel like you want to bring liveliness to your life and joy. And like there was something about being eccentric, being seen, being like projecting yourself, if that makes any sense. That's kind of what I'm getting, is like projecting yourself, being authentic. It's like you may want to be more. Maybe this is about like, should I change my inner home? Or my physical home in the sense of like my body, the way I dress, there's this feeling of like, I feel like you want change. I feel like you do. And there's something about that. I feel like you want change in some sort of way, but at the same time, it's very comfortable where you are. Because I feel like you've already achieved a lot, right? So yeah. Okay. Let's get a little bit of tarot. I hope that made sense. Feel free to check another pile, but let's get here into tarot and look into staying or going. So if you choose to stay, we have the Page of Swords. We have the Three Cups. And we have the Hanged Man. If you choose to go, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Fool. And we have the Six of Swords. Okay. So I kind of feel like if you choose to stay, I feel like, this is safe and you've been here for 35 years for a reason, right? And it can bring you a lot of joy. It is very lighthearted. I feel like it's light. I don't think you necessarily have any dramas or that kind of thing. I feel like it's safe. It's nice, right? But I feel like there's this feeling of like you may always be seen as a page. I don't think there is a lot of room to grow here by staying. I feel like it's comfort, essentially. I feel like it's comfort. I feel like there is a possibility for you to grow in the sense at a personal level, I would say, because I feel like you're going to keep finding new parts of yourself and talking to yourself and trying to be better, to grow more, to learn more. Are you going to find that recognized, and are you going to find that personal development that you're doing seen? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know, because it kind of feels like this is a little bit like going, not being seen, going a little bit within the crowd and not necessarily trying to fit in, but being mixed, and everyone knows everyone and everyone is the same, that kind of vibe, But I definitely feel like you could have a great, amazing buddies here. If this is about home, it could be, it's your safe home. You already have great neighbors. You already know what to expect. I don't think there's like anything new happening in the town, I don't think you're going to find, I don't know, you haven't had a cinema for 35 years. I don't think it's now that it's going to change. There's that feeling. Is like, if you want something else, I don't think you're going to get it here. But maybe you can create that cinema at your home and you can watch more movies with yourself and get friends in parties, make parties, or host parties, let's say. But I kind of feel like here is like, you already know what you're having. You already know what to expect. I feel like it's safe and known and predictable. Here, if you choose to go, definitely unpredictable, definitely the unknown. I definitely feel like with this four swords, the Six of Swords, but the Four Swords are broken. So it's almost like the stability that may have to be broken. So the things that you know, the places that you know, the people that you know, that may have to be broken. It could be, if this is about housing, it doesn't mean that by you moving to a different country that you have to stop talking to those people. Internet exists for a reason, right? But it's different, and you may not have the type of connection that you used to have here. I definitely feel like there is this feeling of your whole life is going to change. But at the same time, with the little steps, it's like you are ascending. Just like here, you can ascend. I feel like it's a personal development thing. Here, I feel like you're pushed into that. You're challenged into that. So it's almost like here, you have to challenge yourself because otherwise you're not going to grow, right? Here, the challenges appear by themselves and you either grow or you don't evolve, right? It's that kind of thing. You either grow or you're not following, you know? I definitely feel like it would require a big trust and a big leap of faith in the universe, but it can bring you a lot of freedom. It can bring you much closer to that little child. Over here, I feel like the child is like, oh yeah, they're playing in the bedroom. But over here, I feel like the child is going to like a playground, right? Here, it's like, oh yeah, I have my little toys. Wait, I have a slide. You know, I have a whole roller coaster. You know, it's like you have so many things to explore, so many things to accomplish. There could be something about some sort of investment that you may need to do, and that could be a little bit of a downside where it may require some sort of financial effort to make this step of going, right? So if, let's say this is about like getting out of your job of 35 years, or I'm saying 35 just because that's the number, but maybe that's your age right now and you've been in the same career field for, you know, since you had to choose one, and now you want to change. It could be something like that. But if now you choose to change things, you're also choosing to leave the financial security that you had here to move somewhere else, and you may spend a little bit of time without a new job, or you have to wait a little bit to figure yourself out, that kind of thing, you know. I just feel like there is this big thing around there's stability coming. Okay. But for that stability to come, some investment has to be made first. So it's like there is a promise of that. But before that, you have a lot of challenges and a lot of, you know, levels to go through. If this was a game, it's almost like you are promised a prize at the end. But first, you have to go through the different quests and that kind of thing, you know. But I definitely feel like there's a lot of adventure, a lot of good, great positive vibes. And it can go like really, really far with the infinite symbol here. But it's the unknown. Here it's very known and safe. Here it's not. All right. This could also be about like filing for a divorce, whatever the case may be. Filing for a divorce or breaking up, that kind of thing, you know. But I feel like you just want to be seen in some sort of way. I feel like that is the feeling behind this stay or go. I feel like you want to be seen. And we're going to look into your advice right now, but part of it is also you seeing yourself. So if you don't want to go and if you still want to stay, be seen by yourself. That is the first step. Connect with communities that make you feel seen. Start new hobbies that allow you to stand out a little bit, to challenge yourself, you know? I feel like there's something around that. It's like, it may not be coming from your relationship, it may not be coming from your job, but it can come from a hobby. It can come from, I don't know, a new side hustle that you start, right? It's like, push yourself. Here are the challenges and the growth and the excitement and that feeling of recognition being seen. It's going to happen like automatically, okay? Automatically in a way, you still have to put in the effort, right? But because it's reward for merit. But I feel like you're already a pretty self-disciplined person and determined and ambitious, and I feel like that is going to be very helpful in this going, because it's going to help you achieve the things that you need to be seen and to receive that recognition. Okay, so we'll hear some advice from your spirit guides. We have the Hermit. We also have grounding here. I'm even getting this as like plant a seed. But we also have be grateful. the right path is the one you choose to take. Yeah, I really feel like it's up to you. And go crazy. And then we have empowerment and do it for you. Yeah, oh, that's beautiful. I don't know if you felt drawn to pile number 2 as well, but I was actually saying this exactly at the end. So I don't know. If you felt called to pile number 2, then maybe have a look. But in the end, what is the advice here? The advice is essentially what we were talking about before, is that whether you choose to stay or go, well, if you choose to stay, you can still go crazy with those hobbies, with those side hustles. You can push yourself, you can challenge yourself. And so whatever you choose to take, there are answers and there are solutions. If you choose to go, definitely go crazy and definitely put yourself out there and make yourself be seen, right? But I feel like in whatever the thing here is and whatever you choose to do, there are things here that are working in your current situation. You know, there are things for you to be grateful for. And I feel like your guides are wanting to push you in that direction. It's like, not everything is bad. And, you know, like we talked about here, maybe there's not a lot of personal development, or the personal development comes from you and the recognition comes from yourself as well. But you have amazing friends. You have an amazing community. I feel like you actually love, or at least like, the place where you are, the work that you do, the relationship that you're in. You may love this person, right? You may have some care for them. But in the end, it's all up to you. Do it for you. Do what is right for you and do what empowers you. And what makes you feel powerful, what makes you feel safe within yourself, excited about your life, and feeling like you're living the best life. Okay, I feel like that is the biggest thing. Don't be afraid to start new stuff. Whether that is where you're staying or where you're going, don't be afraid to start new stuff, because that's what's going to bring you the wisdom. That is what's going to bring you also a little bit of that excitement that you're looking for. Okay? And yeah, in the end, go crazy. I always say, I think this is a quote, but I always love this mindset, this line of thought, which is, whatever you're most scared of, where your fear is the biggest, that is the path you should take, because that is where you're going to grow the most. That is where the biggest challenges are going to be and the biggest adventures are going to be, right? Like, you usually have a lot more stories to tell if you go on a month trip around the world versus spending a month in your garden. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, we may both have stories, but if you go on a 1 month trip around the world, you're definitely going to have stuff to tell. And it's freaking scary because you go through a lot of countries that can be dangerous. You're going alone, like, who knows what's going to happen. You go to an unknown place, but you have a lot of things to learn. You can grow a lot. And yeah, that last part is my personal advice. It's like, do whatever scares you the most, because I feel like that's what makes life worth living, is us facing your fears and is us living life to the fullest. And I feel like that's where guys are also wanting to push you, is to do things that make you feel crazy in the best possible way, is to do things that make you feel empowered and alive. Yeah, do what makes you feel alive in the end, okay? But there are answers and solutions for both scenarios here. All right? So my pawn number 3, if you got to this place till the end of the video, that is, leave me a little lollipop emoji to let me know that you were here until the end and that you love this reading. If you did, actually, don't forget to smash like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said in the beginning, that is the easiest way for you to support me. But thank you so much for being here. I love you very much. My links are going to be in the description box below as well for prior readings, Patreon, if you're interested in extra readings and lives, merch, all of that is going to be in the description box below. And with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, my pal number 4. Welcome into your reading. So, if you chose the Amazonite. I was going to call this Angelite. I actually have it here. There you go. Do you want to be part of the reading? Let's put you here. Right here. But if you chose Amazonite, welcome in. You're definitely in the right place. And we're going to start by confirming that by checking into your situation, if this kind of makes sense with what you're struggling with and what the indecision here is, if you should stay or go. And then afterwards, if it doesn't really apply, then feel free to check another pile, okay? But after that, we're going to look into both potential scenarios, if you choose to stay and if you choose to go. The decision is always yours in the end. I'm just here to give you both possibilities, okay? And what you may expect from each scenario. And then we're going to finish up with some advice from your spirit guides to help you out in that decision-making process, okay? So with that being said, let's get started. Don't forget to smash like button for me. I would really appreciate it, but let's get going. We have career. We have abandonment. I'm hearing I want to be number one. But we have bird perched, waiting for news package letter. We also have dog close up, pleasure with a friend, or pleasure with a close friend, and king of pentacles. So we have a couple of career references here. This could be what that is about. So this could be about a decision if you should stay or go in a certain career situation. I kind of feel like you may feel left behind in some way. Or maybe there's just this feeling of like, I want to be number one. And maybe you already are number one. And it's like, okay, this is boring. Like, there's no challenge, right? It could be something like that. But in the end, I just feel like there is this feeling of, maybe you do feel kind of alone in one way or the other. But I feel like there's this feeling of like you want more, maybe you want recognition, maybe you want more fun, more lightheartedness. With this waiting for news package letter, I'm actually seeing this as waiting and patience. Maybe you've been really patient and you're wondering, like, is this career even worth pursuing? Is this relationship worth pursuing? Like, what am I doing here? Things haven't been, like, my person hasn't proposed for so long. Do they even want to get married, right? Maybe there's something around those lines. It's like, I feel like you want something and you have been so patient. You have been climbing each step of the ladder, but it feels like that ladder keeps growing and like the goal in the end, it's further and further away. That's kind of the vibe that I'm picking up here. Whether that is career, monetarily wise, it's sounding pretty clear here, but it doesn't have to be. I just feel like maybe you want more security and more recognition, I would say. I feel like you want it all, but not in a selfish way or a greedy way. I just feel like you want to feel safe, you want to feel lighthearted and excited, and you also want to feel seen, and you want to feel secure and wealthy and powerful, right? And maybe I'm hearing some of you saying, like, maybe that is too much to ask. And it is not. It is not. So this could definitely be about you pursuing a passion of yours, you pursuing a side hustle or something, and that taking a very long time to take off or something. And I even feel like you're staying with this dog. Dogs are a symbol of loyalty. So I feel like you could be remaining pretty loyal, but I feel like it's getting at this, like, breaking point of, like, dude, what am I doing here? Is this even worth staying here? Maybe I should just go or something like that. So yeah, this could also be about you want to actually build something new, and that is your going is like, should I stay here in my comfort zone or should I actually start this new project? And that would be our go. So take this however it applies, but I definitely feel like there is this feeling of, I want more. I want to have my dream career. I want to feel realized, fulfilled, you know? I want to feel like I have a purpose and that purpose is being fulfilled, you know, that kind of thing. It's interesting that I was going to call the crystal Amazonite Angelite, because this is actually a crystal that helps you connect with your guides and receive more clearer messages. So if you want to invest a little bit on Angelite, maybe your guides actually have a few messages for you, okay? So definitely stay tuned in the end, because we're going to look at exactly that. But with that being said, let's look here into, should you stay, should you go? What is the scenario for each, or what is the potential outcome for each of those scenarios? There we go. We have the King of Pentacles, if you stay. We have the Death card. and we have the Eight of Swords. And then if you choose to go, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so there are a couple of things. To be honest, one thing that I always say is that this is not my decision, and I'm not here to tell you what to do. But when making this decision, there's something that I want you to consider, is that maybe it's both. And I'll explain why. Because this is kind of sounding like a timeline, where I feel like this position right here, where you're staying, still has something to give. I feel like it still has potential and it can still grow a little bit more, but then I feel like it can transform into stagnation. And that could be the point where you kind of shift things around and you kind of focus on going. So it could be a bit of both things, and maybe literally at the same time, where let's say you want to start a side hustle. It could be about stay where you are, stay in your current job, but start that side hustle at the same time. It could be about you want to start looking for a job, or you want to start looking for a new project because this one right now, this career, this business is not giving what it has to give. Start doing that right now, but still invest your time in this. I feel like if you choose to stay, there is still potential for you to grow. There is still potential for financial wealth, okay? And there is still potential for a lot of prosperity and I would say happiness as well, because like even the dude is smiling, right? The dude is feeling like pretty confident, and pretty smug, to be honest. But if you choose to stay, I do feel like there is this feeling of perhaps not necessarily coming from a great place, but I feel like you may always want more because maybe your heart starts to lead you in a different direction. So, and I kind of feel like that's where you're starting to get into, is that I feel like you do still have feelings for this, and maybe for this person, or you still have feelings for this situation, for this career. You still love it. You still get excited about it, but it's just this feeling of, like I'm running out of patience. I'm running out of, I don't know. It's like I want to see my efforts being recognized, and I'm feeling like I'm being left behind. And I don't want to feel that way, right? So I feel like you're starting to get into this. If you choose to stay forever, not forever, but has a fixed decision. If you choose to stay, I do feel like this has the potential to give you a very solid baseline monetarily, a lot of security if this is about a relationship. I feel like there is this feeling of there is transformation that can happen, but that transformation, it's not coming from the outside, it's coming from the inside. And that could be your biggest big breakthrough for you to then go. Because I feel like there could be a limiting belief here. There could be a thought, an insecurity, a fear that I feel like it's holding you back in a way. Okay? I feel like it is, I don't know, it's almost like there's something you're not achieving, or there's something you're not reaching, possibly because you're not seeing it. It's like maybe you're not seeing the potential of it. Maybe you're not you're investing your energy in the wrong place of the business, in the wrong place of the company. So it's almost like, let's say you have a fast food business, and it's like you're focused on making burgers, but you also sell hot dogs. And everyone that asks for a hot dog is like, oh my god, these are the best hot dogs ever. It's like you should do more. It's like I don't know why people don't ask for them more. And it's because you probably have like 20 burger options and one hot dog option. And maybe you're not seeing the opportunity with those hot dogs. I hope this makes sense. I know it sounds really stupid, but I'm hungry, and it was the easiest way for me to explain that. But it's like you may be too focused on something, on a particular thing of that niche, of that business. And it may be about shifting that a little bit, shifting that perspective, looking at things in a different place. That may be what is blocking you right now. So it's not that the position where you're staying that is stagnant and it's not going to grow anywhere and you should definitely go. I feel like you still have things here to do. Okay? I feel like there's still something here for you to learn. And that's why you haven't moved away from this yet. That's why you may still receive signs of, no, yeah, this is going to work, like, stay on the path. It's because I feel like there's something that you still need to achieve. There's something that you still need to discover. Okay? And I do feel like it could be related with a limiting belief. It could also be related with perspective. Okay, so do a little bit of inner searching considering what the situation is, right? But do a little bit of inner searching around, okay, what can I still learn from this? All right, if this is about a relationship, one thing that I'm getting is that, how do I phrase this? By you staying may not be the healthiest thing, or may not be the most self-worthy thing, to be honest, but maybe there's still something there for you. In the sense, we do have here a lot of career energy, a lot of monetary energy. It could be that you still have to meet some of this person's friends that are going to be the key for your career. So it's almost like not like stick around so you can take advantage. It's like you may still have to learn something from this person. You may still need to retrieve some sort of information from this person, and then you're free to go. And I feel like you're going to know what that is when it appears. Okay. But if you choose to go, dude, to be honest, I feel like you're going to be so happy. I really feel like you will, because we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is all about worthiness. It's all about you taking care of yourself, right? We have a mother, we have a cook, a chef, right? We have a housewife, taking care of the house and all that. And you can be, it's like there are dreams. There are possibilities. You can be anything that you want. And I feel like by you going, and I feel like you know where you want to go. So there could be already a creative idea. There could already be a new business that you want to start, somewhere where you want to invest more of your time, something you want to create, maybe a house that you're already looking at, or a job opportunity. Maybe there's already, I know this can sound bad, but maybe there are already dreams of singlehood, if that makes any sense, if that is the case. I do feel like for a lot of you, this is about a career though, or money-wise. But I definitely feel like there are possibilities if you choose to go. All right, so that's kind of why I feel like it's both, right? It's like, yeah, you can stay here for a little while longer because you still have things to discover here. But I don't think that is the long-term solution. Okay, and I feel like the long-term solution may go through going. And here I am, kind of telling you what to do when decisions should be yours. But that's kind of how I feel like this reading wants to be read. But I definitely feel like if you choose to go, there's a lot of confidence coming to you. I feel like there is that being seen and the recognition. And I don't think there's a lot of weight, because this feels like really fast energy, especially because I feel like you're the one that is in control, or you feel more in control at the very least. Because, if this is about like you owning two different businesses, you're in control here, but here I feel like you truly feel in control, right? Because here money could have control over you, and you're kind of like, okay, what do I do? Here I feel like you're just like so joyful. There could be reasons for you to celebrate, so there could be some sort of recognition, prize, promotion, raise, whatever the case may be. But I feel like if you choose to go, there are possibilities. If you choose to go, there are dreams of yours that want to be fulfilled. And maybe that is exactly what is holding you back a little bit. Is this doesn't mean that it has to end. Maybe it can give you some sort of stability while you work on other dreams. So just because you're already here, it doesn't mean that you can't go other places while you're here. Maybe it's about limiting your time and your effort and energies here a little bit for you to focus here, but still do something. Because I feel like there's this feeling of, you don't have to choose a path. You don't have to choose a career. You don't have to stay in the same place forever and ever, right? If you want to be a digital nomad, please be it, right? And I feel like that's kind of where it's going. Maybe that's actually, that could be one of your limiting beliefs. Let me translate my thoughts into actual words. Hang in there. It's kind of downloading the content. It's almost like maybe there is this belief that your purpose and your destiny is fixed, and it's just one. My purpose is to be a mother. Yes, but your purpose is also to be that cashier on target, because one day you're going to make a person's life so much better just by saying hi, because that's all that person needed. That was also your purpose. Your purpose, my purpose, is to be a doctor. Yes, for now, but maybe in 20 years, you find that your purpose actually has shifted because you've completed your previous purpose, and it has shifted, and now you're supposed to be a painter because your work matters. Your purpose is not fixed. Your career does not have to be fixed. You don't have to have one career. And actually, if you think about it, most of the, super successful people have like a bunch of businesses, a bunch of investments. They are not focused on one thing. They have multiple things going on. And maybe that is something that is holding you back, is like, if I chose to do this, I have to stick with this for the rest of my life. Or I have to stick with this alone for the rest of my life, right? I cannot call a friend to help me out. I cannot hire someone to help me out. I cannot delegate. I cannot have a side hustle. I cannot have creative projects. You can have all of those things. You can have as many things as you want to, because you have the potential, you have the talent, you have everything that it takes to make that happen. Okay? So to recap, I feel like here is not really a question of should I stay or should I go. I feel like there is definitely something for you to go. I feel like there is definitely something for you to achieve, something for you to dream. There's something that you already dream of that is out there for you to grab it. And maybe you have a lot of dreams. All of those dreams can be yours. And this is not necessarily resonating, but, it kind of is. But it's reminding me of, this whole thing was actually a little bit of my limiting belief as well, because when I was a child and I was, when you're in your, I don't know if in the States or other countries it happens that as well, but we had like these tests where it's like, and we talked to a psychologist to figure out, okay, what you're going to do with your life. And in your senior year in high school. And I had this dream. At the time I was studying music, and I had this dream, I want to be a full artist. I want to work with music. I also want to work with dance, and I also want to work with theater. And the psychologist at the time said, choose something else. That is not going to happen. That is impossible. And good for me, I didn't listen fully, because that is quite possible. And then I actually, now that I'm thinking, I ended up doing all those three things in a different way, because I made a piece of music that used dance and used theater. So there you go. But there are so many things. Like, take Zendaya, for example. I absolutely love her. She sings, she dances, she acts, and she's funny as hell. She's a Virgo, so I love her. But you can be all of those things. There are people that does that. So why can't I? And that psychologist, she could have crushed my dreams. She could have, and in fact, she did create a wound in me. And it was all because of her own beliefs. So maybe there's something around those lines as well, where it doesn't matter how many dreams you have. It doesn't matter how many things you want to achieve, how many things you want to create. A life is not made to work, eat, sleep, die. It's not made to that. It's made to love. It's made to cry. It's made to go on adventures. It's also made to stay at home. It's made for so many different things. It's made for so many different dreams. And especially today, in this day and age, we have such a beautiful society, as well a very bad society, but a beautiful society in the sense that we can create so much, we can have so much, we can be so much. And don't let yourself stop yourself, okay? You deserve to have your dream life, and I feel like your dream life has a lot of little dreams inside of it. So start accomplishing one little dream at a time, and you're going to make it happen. Okay, I feel like that is the biggest thing here. I feel like this is actually already a little dream of yours. Maybe it is nice for you to look back. I don't know, like 2 years ago, maybe 1 year ago. Where were you? Where were you at the start of this? Maybe where you are right now is exactly where that older version of you wanted to be, or younger version of you, the oldest, the past version wanted you to be. And you are here now. That was the little dream that you had at a time, and now you made it. And because you made it, appreciate yourself. Be proud of yourself. And then if you want, move into something else. If you still want to invest your energy and time in here, please do. I feel like you still can receive monetary stuff from here. I feel like you can still receive something good. But I feel like you have a lot more to accomplish. So don't limit yourself. Don't play small. Because you have all that it takes to make it happen. Okay? And I feel like you actually have enough belief in yourself to make that happen. I don't think that is the question. So go get it, dude. Go get it. Go make it happen. So with that being said, let's get here into your advice. We've been talking so much. I feel like this is probably the longer pal. But let's get here your advice and your messages from the spirit guides. But we have the Two of Pentacles. Yes, this is so interesting that card showed up. But we have Free Like a Bird. This is beautiful. I'm actually getting kind of emotional, to be honest. Expect the unexpected. We're by your side. Rewrite your story. Take a step back, relax, and eat pizza. Is this for me, to be honest? We also have manifestation, and we have bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. To be honest, this is kind of feeling like a message for me that I didn't know I needed. But it is what it is. That's what happens when you read for other people. Especially, like, pick a cards. But this Two of Pentacles is exactly what we're talking about. It's not a staying, it's not a going. It's actually both. You can have both. I do feel like this is not a matter of, oh, should I give up on this current project to go work on another? No, the question here is, you have stuff to do. Go work on other projects. You don't have to, if you want to leave this behind, leave it behind. But this can bring you still something good. Okay? This can still bring you something good. So take a step back, relax, eat pizza, go with the flow, try to have fun and pleasure from it. Because I do feel like you started this with pleasure. Okay? I do feel like you started this with a passion and motivation and ambition to have more and to make this your life and make this your career, your dream career. And I feel like maybe this has reached a peak, but it's quite a good peak. And now it's stagnant, but it's quite a good place to be at. And it can bring you stability. It can bring you the stability you need to go have something else, to go create more, to go invest your time somewhere else. Okay? I feel like that is the biggest thing. And then the whole advice that is coming up is like, stand up for yourself. If there was someone in your life that was like that psychologist to me, stand up for yourself. I don't even know her name anymore. I don't even know who she is. So I cannot call her and say, hey, admit it, But it's all about stand up for yourself by being the version you wanted to be, and that person crushed. Be the person other people didn't believe in. Believe in yourself. You do believe in yourself. I feel that. You do believe in yourself, and you do have everything you need to make that happen. So be that person. Be your future self. You have all that it takes. I feel like right now, your energy could be quite powerful. Don't stay stagnant. It's all up to you to stay stagnant. Focus on different things. Use your time wisely. Use your time in a different way. But go make that vision board. Go create that list of goals and make that happen. Okay? And this rewrite your story is definitely aligned with that thing of like the stand up for yourself. Okay? It's like go rewrite that belief that you cannot be a full artist. That you cannot be fill in the blank. That you cannot have multiple dreams. Go change that. It's not your parents that are going to tell you something different, or it's not that psychologist that is going to tell you something different. No, it's you. And it's your actions that are going to tell you that are going to change that. So go rewrite, free yourself, and dude, I really feel like wherever you're going, whatever dream you have, whatever dream life you're dreaming of, do it, expecting unexpected. I really feel like this can happen very fast, okay? And I don't know when you're watching this, but if you're watching this still in 2023, get ready for 2024, to be honest. It's gonna be fun. And especially if you put yourself out there, if you free yourself, okay? but it's going to be fun. I really feel like a lot of good things, a lot of celebration, a lot of amazing opportunities could be coming forward because you're doing it, because you're writing the story, because you're believing in your dreams. Okay? So I want you to pinky promise me right now that you're going to do it. Alrighty? Pinky promise. There you go. But with that being said, and I just saw 22, so yeah, you're definitely aligned. Okay? Please follow your heart. You got this. But thank you so much for being here. I hope this resonated. You've got this. Okay? You freaking got this. If it did resonate, give me that little, that little nails emoji. Give me that one, because we're empowering yourselves here, okay? So thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to smash like button for me and subscribe how it already. I would love to have you here, especially with this great, amazing energy, and I want to see what you do next. But my links are going to be in the description box below for private readings, for my merch, for my Patreon, where we have extra readings and lives. So if you're interested in any of that, check it out. But thank you so much for being here. I love you very much. I have your back. I totally believe in you, and you've got this. And I love you very much. I wish you the best. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.